Hey everybody, welcome back to Idaho Fabricator. I'm Steven, and it is good to be back in the shop. It's been, I don't know, 2.5 months or so since I've been out here. And if you're wondering where I've been, I was diagnosed with cancer in my neck, and I had a big tumor here, and they removed it. And then I had 6 weeks of radiation therapy. And I'll tell you what, the encouragement I got from my viewers and the prayers was huge. And you know, when you're going through stuff, knowing that everybody's thinking and praying for you, it really helps a lot. And I really thank you for that. So, all right, you ready?
Go for it.
The purpose of today's video is to show you a tool that I built, I think 15 years ago, okay? And I call it my mobile shop tray. And here it is. And it is super handy. Got 3 casters on it. Now, the original design had 2 fixed casters on the back and a swivelly one on the front. And that's just because I just had these in the shop, and so I just used them, right? But the 2-inch diameter and the non-swiveling became a problem. The first problem was if you bumped it sideways, on a number of occasions, it would just tip over because of the 3 wheels. It would made it a little more easier to tip. But with the swivels, it just moves out of the way, so that problem was solved. And the other problem with these was they're just too small. So if there was like a little piece of dirt on the shop floor or something, they would just catch and not roll. So I upped them to 3-inch, down to Harbor Freight and snagged those guys. And I just welded a nut in the bottom, and they just thread on there real easy. The original ones, I had these little plates on there. I welded those on the bottom and had them on there like that. But this is a way simpler design, and it's way easier to do at home. So put a swivel on all 3 corners, and you'll be good to go. The other problem with the original design was I would have a can of brake clean or a bunch of tools on here, and you know, you bump it or whatever, and this thing would just take a nosedive. It bust the nozzle off the end, and then it was no good. And so I decided I needed cup holders. I know, cup holders. So one for the brake clean and one for Coors Light. So, or you put brake clean in this one, Coors Light now. It depends on how you want to roll. And then I drilled some holes so I could set some screwdrivers in there. And this is just some 3-inch exhaust tubing. It's about 3 inches tall with a little plate in the bottom to keep it from going anywhere. And this is some, I don't know, inch and a quarter square tube. And now I just kind of cut it and ground it so it fit the exhaust tubing. And I wanted something that kind of looks cool, and but was simple in design, and that works pretty good. I like it. I use this all the time. And you know why I did 3 legs? Let me show you. So come over here. Pretend like you're going to be working on your vehicle, right? So if you put 4, you know, another crossbar here, it would get it would hit the tire. But with 3, you could tuck it right in close. You know, misses a tire, you can get right in there. Working under the hood, need your screwdriver, you know, all your tools are really handy. So that's why I did 3. And so far I'm really happy with that decision. It turned out to be super nice for using it in here. I made it adjustable. You can see here, there's a knob you can turn. And you can raise it up stupid high if you want. And, but it actually works out. Sometimes under the lift I need something high, so that works out. But it doesn't need to be that high. And then when you build this, if you decide to use square tubing, now I just used square tubing because I had it just, in back stock, I guess. Now if you just were to drill a hole here in the middle to adjust the height, it would move like this. Even with that tight, the pipe would move. So you'll notice on mine, I put it in the corner. I welded a nut on a piece of angle iron and then welded the angle iron to this upright. And by putting it on the corner, I push these two sides against these two sides and it doesn't move at all. Makes it real rigid and nice. So that's just a little tip. Do it on the corner if you're going to use square tube. If you're going to use round tube, not much you can do unless you get a really nice fit, interference fit on the tubing. But again, this is, I just made it out of scrap material. This is 1.5" tubing. This is 1.25" tubing. And then underneath, it's pretty simple. I'll lift this up here, show you. So under here is just, I made an angle iron frame and then just put some sheet metal for a floor. And then it just comes up and over. It's just nothing fancy, guys. And it is super handy. I use it all the time. Sometimes on the workbench here, if I needed a place for all my extra tools, I could have them right here or whatever. There's just so many uses for it. And I wanted to share this with you and maybe even encourage you guys to build your own. Or if you've already built one, show me a picture on my Instagram channel, Idaho Fabricator, and we can let lots of people see your design. So I love seeing different ideas and designs. It's kind of fun. Anyway, that's it. That's one of my most favorite things that I built. Most useful, I guess. So, yeah. So when I start feeling better and get my energy level back up, we're gonna get back on the 53. I got a ton of exhaust pipe over on the counter here, as you can see. And we're gonna get that welded so that it looks cool under the truck. So anyway, thanks for watching. Just a short video, guys, just to let you know everything's okay. And I look forward to getting back on my 53. So take care, be safe in the shop. If it looks sketchy, it's sketchy, don't do it. All right, be safe, take care.